The Dooley family were, to outsiders, a quiet family, living in an average house in a small, quiet town. The family consisted of Dad, George, and Mother, Maud, and daughter Enid, aged 10, and son Tom, who was 8. The Dooley family kept to the same routine every day. Everything was planned, organised, and written in the diary. Maud liked things that way. No surprises, no last-minute changes. Routines were a big part of the Dooley household. George, a delivery man, left the house every morning at 7:45 along with the children, Enid and Tom, who he would drop off at school on his way to work. Maud would do a quick clear-up after breakfast. George thought himself as a bit of a chef and would like to make everybody a great breakfast feast to set everyone up for the day. He did this very successfully, but would often leave the kitchen looking like they had had the whole school around for breakfast. Maud would then pour herself a large cup of tea and sink into her computer chair, ready to start work. Maud was a very creative person and loved to make things. She had made a lot of the furniture in and outside their house and had set up a little business making things for others. Maud was currently working on a wooden bed for a lady who lived around the corner. It would be for her spare room when the grandchildren came to visit. Maud's job today was to finalise the design and make sure she had the correct material to start the bed. Printing of the final design for the bed, Maud heard a tapping on the back door. Looking around, she half expected to see one of the children returning for something they'd forgotten. Instead, she saw a striking woman, dressed in a long black coat with a huge collar, wrapped in a bright red scarf with white stars printed all over, and a headscarf on her head, propping up an old tatty, battered suitcase. Maud was gobsmacked when she recognised the figure standing at the back door. It was Ethel, her sister. Ethel was the very opposite to Maud. She loved to stand out from the crowd. She was very unique, with a loud taste in fashion. Maud dragged Ethel into the house. "Get in, before the neighbours see you." "Charming! What a lovely way to greet your only sister who you haven't seen for ages. You never did give me your address when you moved from your last house. It took me nearly 2 years to find you." Yes, well, you can't stay, Ethel. I'm far too busy for visits. I have work to do." "You have a job. I'm glad to see you're back to your old self. You weren't very well last time I saw you." "You caused it," screeched Maud. "Nonsense," laughed Ethel. "Now, what are you doing today that you're too busy to spend the day with your sister?" "I see you're expecting a wood delivery," said Ethel, reading the entry on Maud's diary. "You will have to leave, Ethel. I'm busy." "You look all flustered, dear. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to help. I don't need your type of help around here. No waving wands or chanting nonsense riddles. Do you hear me, Ethel? I see you're still worried that people might find out I have a special set of skills." "Huh? Is that what you call it these days? Your special set of skills got me into lots of trouble last time, sister." "And what about your special skills, little sister?" "I don't wave wands anymore," said Maud sternly. "I live a nice normal life now. We get on well with the neighbours and we want to keep it that way, Ethel. I'm guessing that George still doesn't believe that you and I are witches." "Listen clearly, Ethel. I was a witch, but not anymore. Once a witch, always a witch, Maud. Don't you remember the fun we had flying over rooftops? How can you, of all people, live a normal life? You must be absolutely bored stiff." "You're wrong, Ethel. I am quite happy and content with my new normal life. Our neighbours must never find out about my past. They just wouldn't understand. People have such fixed ideas in their heads about witches." "Calm down, Maud. I haven't come to cause trouble," said Ethel. Maud eyed Ethel's suitcase suspiciously. "What's in there?" she asked. Before she could answer, Maud yanked out a broomstick from the suitcase and broke it with her hands. "Oops, sorry, Ethel. You won't be needing that here." "Okay, Maud, you win. Now please put the kettle on. I need a cup of tea after that." "You can have a drink, but you must leave, Ethel. I don't trust you. Besides, I'm very busy. I'm expecting a delivery." Just then there was a knock at the door. "It's here. It's the bits and pieces I need to make a bed." "I need to work now. Don't move off that seat, Ethel," ordered Maud. But as soon as Ethel was alone, she started rummaging in her suitcase. Finally, she found what she was looking for, a small, curious-looking bottle. When Maud returned, she didn't suspect anything at all. "Have a little honey in your tea, little sis. It will perk you up."